celebrating today the second half of the Tech Day. Today is a very special morning because we're going
Hoy
to...
es una mañana muy especial porque vamos a tener el primer concurso de startups internacional de experiencia del cliente. Me gustaría resaltar lo importante que es, porque las nuevas tecnologías son muy importantes para contar con la participación de nuestro cliente, y nuestro papel hoy es mostrarles ejemplos de startups que pueden mejorar la experiencia también de todos los clientes. Me gustaría dar las gracias al equipo de DEC porque han salido un poco de su zona de confort otra vez, han organizado un Tech Day fenomenal y me gustaría darles las gracias hoy. El evento también tiene la colaboración de Panoramics Ventures, que es un fondo de capital riesgo especializado en startups internacionales y en recursos humanos. Me gustaría también dar las gracias a Panoramics Venture por preseleccionar estas startups que tenemos hoy. Vamos a tener empresas desde Europa y de Norteamérica, de Canadá, del Reino Unido, de Estados Unidos, de Portugal. Estamos también pensando o quisimos invitar a una empresa española, una startup española que no ha podido dar sus retoques finales, pero estoy seguro de que en algún momento tendremos una presencia española. Me gustaría también enfatizar que vamos a tener con nosotros un jurado para dar un par de premios. El primero va a ser otorgado por la audiencia y después tendremos un jurado muy especial que tenemos hoy. Me gustaría simplemente presentarlos durante un par de segundos. En primer lugar, me gustaría presentar a Antonio Álvarez. Antonio estuvo con nosotros ayer por la mañana. Fue el primer ponente que tuvimos. El ponente principal es el responsable de desarrollo de mercado en MA en Google. Antonio, buenos días. Buenos días, Jorge. Es un placer estar aquí. Gracias por la invitación. Estoy deseoso de participar en el evento de hoy. Es un placer tenerte aquí. También vamos a tener con nosotros a María Jover. Es el manager de la experiencia de cliente en Correos. Buenos días, María. Creo que todavía no está con nosotros, pero que se va a unir un poquito más tarde. También tenemos el placer de tener con nosotros a Amanda Tomás. Amanda Tomás, que es la gestora o la responsable de transformación digital del Experience Hub en Enagas. Buenos días. Hola, Amanda. Buenos días. Es un placer para mí estar aquí. Y gracias por pasar o contar con tu presencia y por participar en este jurado. También tenemos aquí a Pedro Cella, que es partner de Panoramics Ventures. Buenos días, Pedro, ¿qué tal estás? Hola, Jorge, y gracias a todos. Muchas gracias por haberme invitado. Gracias. Y en último lugar, pero no menos importante, tenemos a Borja Valera, que también es partner de Panoramics Ventures, que está en Ámsterdam. Buenos días, Borja. Gracias a todos y estoy deseoso de participar. Bueno, pues ahora que ya sabéis por lo que estamos aquí y conocéis al jurado, os voy a explicar lo que vamos a hacer hoy. Hoy vamos a conocer a 10 startups internacionales y os voy a ayudar y les voy a ayudar también a ellos para que tengamos inspiración en lo que respecta a la experiencia del cliente. Tendrán 5 minutos en un vídeo que ya se ha pregrabado en inglés con subtítulos en español. También tendremos 2 bloques, primero un bloque con las 5 primeros, después tendremos una pausa de 15 minutos para hacer networking y para participar en el chat, y después tendremos un segundo bloque con otras 5 startups. Al final de este bloque tendremos un par de minutos para emitir los votos y después tendremos una fase de networking para hacer preguntas y compartir comentarios con las startups que han presentado. Me gustaría también recordarlos que tendremos, como he dicho antes, 2 premios. El primero que va a votar la audiencia, que se va a seleccionar de acuerdo a las opiniones que tengáis, y vamos a dar un reconocimiento, una insignia, una placa por parte de los inversores y clientes. Y después tendremos un ganador que elegirá el jurado, que también tendrá su reconocimiento, pero que tendrá la posibilidad de venir a España en el siguiente congreso de experiencia de cliente. Les vamos a invitar con todos los tickets de avión y el hotel pagado para que podamos tener reuniones con las empresas que puedan estar interesados sobre la solución que presenta el ganador. Sin más dilación, voy a presentar a las startups. La primera que vamos a tener se llama ToMe. ToMe, que viene de Helsinki, en el Reino Unido. ToMe es una tecnología de mensajes de hologramas humanos instantáneos que nos ayuda en todos los canales de comunicación y que estoy seguro de que os va a encantar.
Hi there, it's great to be presenting to you all today. My name is James Riley and I am the founder of a company called ToMe. ToMe is based at the University of York, where we have been developing and patenting technologies that deliver people as messages, as hologram messages, directly into your context. Now that sounds a bit Star Wars, right? Let me explain. We've all evolved for face-to-face communication, and some say 90% of all of our communication is non-verbal. We look for emotion in faces, we look for the nuances of a smile, a wink, a tear, and then we respond according to that emotion. What we've developed here is the ultimate communication tool, the human face. But how do we communicate online? Well, we mainly send text. And the problem with text is that it strips out all of the bandwidth that we're tuned into, all of that empathy, all of that emotion. No, I tell a lie. Actually, we developed one tool to add emotion. We developed the mighty cartoon emoji. Guys, it's time to communicate to your customers on a human level. It's time for the next generation of customer experience. I would like to show you today a ToMe instant human hologram message in action.
We want to welcome you with a gift of 20% off. This voucher will be applied directly to your basket. Get shopping and enjoy.
Very powerful, eh? I mean, which message did you look at? The text notification? I bet not. You are instinctively drawn to the human face. I told you, this thing we have here is the ultimate communication tool. So how does it work? Well, ToMe have built an application that allows holograms to be recorded on the very thing most of us have in our pocket, the smartphone. No fancy green screen, no volumetric studios, it's just a smartphone with a ToMe app. We then have a powerful omni-channel cloud platform that we've built with our partners at IBM that provides full editorial control, hologram libraries, CRM connectivity, audience segmentation, scheduling, robust reporting, and much, much more. But in simple terms, it's a piece of cake to record, send, and deliver holograms. And the channels that we operate upon? Well, we can send holograms as push notifications to your apps. We can deliver them as in-app messages. We also work with websites. We can send holograms as notifications, as inline web messaging, or indeed as web triggers, such as cart abandonment. We can even send holograms via SMS or coming soon, social media channels. We have, we believe, the ultimate customer experience platform. Finally, we have a lightweight, simple to install SDK, which sits on your app or your website and provides multiple immersive interaction points. So there's three simple components that make one powerful communication suite. Question is, who's this for? Well, any organisation that wants to be more human. Who doesn't? Any organisation that wants to supercharge their engagement levels. Who doesn't? Any organisation that wants to introduce cost savings, that wishes to stop complaints getting out of hand. Any organisation that wants to see a genuine return on investment. We have clients in the sports industry for fan engagement and revenue generation. Hi, it's Chris Wood here. So if you fancy a snackaroonie at half time, Well, our friends at Deliveroo are offering a 30% discount on all orders placed if you tap on me now. So tap on me, get your unique QR code, and get your Scooby-Dooby Snacky Doos in. Come on, you clarets. We're also talking to some of the world's largest businesses for operational customer experience engagement. Think about a hologram for your broadband engineer, notifying you that he or she are on their way. You now know what they look like for security purposes, and there's less chance of the appointment being missed.
Hey there, I'm Dan, your Open Reach engineer. Just a quick message to let you know I'm on my way and I should be with you in around 30 minutes. See you soon.
And how about a broadcaster sending out breaking news or weather reports?
Good morning, this is your weather bulletin from TVNZ. Beginning with the North Island, you can expect temperatures of between 13 and 19 degrees. For the South Island, slightly cooler temperatures of between 10 and 16 degrees. And that's your weather, brought to you by the next generation of LG nanoscreen TVs.
Or even the bad news of a flight delay.
We're very sorry your flight has been delayed. We will update you as soon as we have more information. In the meantime, please make your way to our business lounge where refreshments will be available to you.
The hologram toolkit is vanilla. It's simple to use. You know your business best. You know where holograms can be included as a communication tool or as a revenue generation tool. And results are off the scale. We have seen clients see their CTRs increase from the low single digits to over 55%. We're even helping one client remove all newsletters and emails from their communication workflows. So, there we have it. To me, instant human hologram messaging. It's naturally the next generation of customer experience. Thank you for watching.
Nuestra siguiente startup es Behavioral Signals. Vienen de Los Ángeles y desarrollan tecnología que analiza el comportamiento humano desde conversaciones mediadas de voz y datos, mediadas por inteligencia artificial. Aquí está el vídeo de Behavioral Signals.
So Behavioral Signals specializes in unraveling insights from tone of voice. And when I say tone of voice, I mean pitch and tonal variance, prosody, tonality. We focus on how something is being said instead of what is being said. One of our primary offerings is a product that we call AI-mediated conversations. Essentially, the way it works is our engine analyzes recent interactions between an agent and a client. And based on the acoustics of those interactions, we could create a very accurate behavioral profile. Using that information and that knowledge, we can make the best matches possible. One of the recent deployments of AIMC was at an EU bank, which was the largest public bank in that country. The solution, when deployed, improved the debt collection outcomes by over 20%, reduced the call volumes by 7.5%, and increased the customer satisfaction by a magnitude of 3x. When you extrapolate those numbers, that translates into $1.5 million per year per agent, or a total of $300 million upside for the bank. We're really fortunate to have received some substantial industry accolades in the recent months. In November of 2019, we were included in the coveted Maverick research from Gartner, which typically rates cutting-edge and bleeding-edge technologies. Early part of 2020, we were included in the hype cycle, and they rated our technology as transformational. In September, we were named as the Gartner Cool Vendor 2020.
I'm glad we had the chance.
Bueno, me alegro que hayamos tenido la oportunidad de ver el vídeo de Behavioral Signals, pero ahora vamos a ver de BYBYR, que es nuestra siguiente startup de Ámsterdam. Es un servicio de conserjería digital que conecta a las personas con las marcas a nivel personal y nivel local.
Hello everyone, I'm Emmanuel and I'm the co-founder of BYBYR. BYBYR for Business is here to help you create meaningful experiences with your local customers. BYBYR equips businesses with a centralized, localized and personalized service for connecting consumers with their needs whenever and wherever. BYBYR enables you to build a hyper-localized brand experience, leveraging your existing brand efforts, and keep your customers updated on all that you desire to communicate. Now, you can boost your commercial opportunities by creating your professional concierge page. BYBR aims to be your localized, customer-connected concierge. Localized because customers' expectations should be addressable in a better way, considering where your customers are, what's their preferred language, are they local residents or tourists? Connected. BYBR is here to connect your local communities with the best mobile-first experience. We are the customer-first personal assistant. With BYBR, you and your customers can now connect interest to what matters the most with no friction. Like a concierge, our solution can serve your customers better while leveraging your existing brand efforts and assets by providing the best of global experience at local level, bridging also the physical with the digital. As a customer, we are surrounded by commercial visual signs. Logos are everywhere, including in the streets. Brand name, barcode, QR codes, and brands display quite often all social presence icons on all their media. As a customer, you have no effective, unique, and trusted way to directly access to what you want. BYBR publishes online a concierge page as a mobile web app, which unify all commercial touchpoints, information, channels in a hyper-localized way at global scale. Let's keep this global brand with local presence everybody knows. Starbucks. Let's imagine you could be outside, in front of a shop. Okay? Or at home, with a product in your hand. You already have localized channels and services. Your customer's journey starts by searching your presence to address their needs. In Google services, in socials, and in all other platforms, and everywhere you could be. It is very inefficient and frustrating. In fact, brands, you invite constantly your customers to search everywhere. It's even more obvious when you display on packaging, for example, or everywhere, find us on, followed by social icons, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, etc. Or putting directly your global website URL because it's costly to adapt prints for all markets. People then have to manage to find their way by themselves. Why BYBR is better? Let's access to one BYBR concierge page, which will direct me to a location level experience. It could have been at country level too. As a customer, we know we can have plenty of different potential expectations. Either it is to know opening days and hours for a specific location, browse your local website, discover the latest post on Instagram, find offers, specific deals, to get customer support via Messenger or the good old way, giving a phone call. And it's just a few examples. BYBR is better because it is at your colors, with only official information, official channels, official services, with no ads, not suggesting your competitors while scrolling down. And more important, you are in control, everything centralized and manageable. We connect all ecosystems, including big players and local solutions. This automatically localized page you see on the right could be either built from the BYBR business platform you see on the left here, by your different teams spread it over the world and according their level of responsibility, from global to regional, then country or at location level, or built automatically by our own technologies powered by AI. But keep note of that. By onboarding on BYBR for Business platform, your team will be able to personalize who or which direction your local customers must follow to get personalized experience. You have a French speaker in your Spanish team in Madrid? Wouldn't it be amazing to direct your French local customers willing to have a chat to this person instead? Just an example of what you can do better. When your concierge page is published, you got a simple link and you can redirect it to your own, of course. But to be totally seamless, our platform provides a QR code at your colors. You can use it or do your own. To access the mobile concierge page, people don't need an app first, but they can add your concierge page in our app, unlocking even more potential for your business. I'm Emmanuel, co-founder of BYBR, the localized connected concierge. And if you want to provide your customers with a frictionless experience at any scale in a personal way, let's connect together. Thank you.
Now we're going to go to New York.
Nueva York, tenemos con nosotros a CLOUDONIX, que añade capacidades de la nube a su call center físico.
Hi everybody, my name is Nir, and I'm the CEO and founder of CLOUDONIX. CLOUDONIX is a revolutionary in-platform communication service that dramatically improves how businesses engage with their customers. This may sound odd, but for some businesses, 30 seconds correlate to over $1 million of annual losses. In fact, we've calculated that American Express loses over $300 million annually, all due to archaic communications and customer care practices. The COVID-19 pandemic had dramatically changed the world. The need for communications couldn't be any clearer. The problem is that communications as a technology is extremely complex. Hardware, software, security constraints, they all make up for a very complex and clunky experience, promoting a "it's working, don't touch it" mentality, in turn promoting bad service and financial losses to businesses. CLOUDONIX is the in-platform communications company, a simpler, faster, more affordable communication solution bridging businesses and customers across digital and traditional platforms. For lack of a better description, CLOUDONIX is a communication superglue, a cross-platform communications bridge, regardless of the platform itself. Would you like to hook up your mobile phone, landline phone, and gaming console? With CLOUDONIX, you can do that. Sounds far-fetched? Our customers are already taking advantage of our magical superglue, and we have the numbers to show. Since June 2020, following a fast pivot in service, CLOUDONIX customer base had grown by over 2,200%. Our customers love what we do, and they keep coming back for more. Unlike Twilio and other CPaaS solutions, CLOUDONIX is designed to be an open-ended platform, enabling both businesses and developers to take advantage of it. Our customers are migrating their existing CPaaS services to CLOUDONIX simply because we provide them with greater choices and business freedom. Our go-to-market is based upon selling through partners, where we are seeing the highest growth. Our agile pricing model enables every customer size to find their fit, small or large. We perfected our sales cycle and had repeatedly used it with over 50 customers. We're perfecting it every time, and as we progress, we've reached a point where customers can be onboarded in as little as 14 days. Given the choice, businesses will always prefer operational freedom, but in many cases will succumb to a lesser option in favor of speed. With CLOUDONIX, businesses no longer need to choose one over the other, as CLOUDONIX provides both freedom and economic sanity. Compared to existing solutions, CLOUDONIX delivers over 50% cost savings to the business for the same exact service. Our customer clusters include retail vendors, enterprise software solutions, cloud providers, and more, and we are adding new use cases as we go along. We're not your typical founders team. We're slightly more mature and have more gray hair than most. Actually, seems like I'm the only one that still has hair. This gives us an advantage over other companies, be it internet, communications, or SaaS. We've done it all more than once. We know how to make customers happy because we've been doing it for the past 20 years for other people. We're seeking to raise a total of $3 million. Use of proceeds will be to increase our sales operations and expand our technology footprint. Our long-term vision is to become the go-to solution for human-machine vocal interaction, a comprehensive technology ecosystem where both interact to a single cohesive experience. Thank you for listening, and feel free to reach out via email or phone. If you would like to experience our technology firsthand, simply scan the QR code on the screen to talk to me directly. Thank you.
Our next video is
Siguiente vídeo es de GEMSEEK, que viene de Londres y utiliza analítica de datos para predecir lo que van a hacer los clientes a continuación.
Imagine knowing what all of your customers think about your business in real time. Imagine what you could do with this information. Imagine the power to run individually targeted campaigns to retain dissatisfied customers at risk immediately after a bad experience, or getting people who love you to refer you to their friends right after a great experience. Asking your customers how they feel is not enough. Only about 3 to 10% respond to a traditional NPS or customer satisfaction survey. This means that you don't know what 9 out of 10 customers think about you. Think about all those lost opportunities because you don't know who your promoters are. Think of those customers going to a rival before you've even had a chance to talk to them to make things better. It's really hard to identify those at risk of taking their custom elsewhere because they don't usually hang around waiting for you to contact them. If only there was a way to get a handle on your customers' views in real time. Well, there is. It's called Predictive NPS and it's brought to you by GEMSEEK, one of Europe's leading data analytics consultancies. We use machine learning and advanced analytics to predict satisfaction scores for the 90% who do not reply to your customer survey. Once integrated in the customer services systems, the algorithm runs in real time and regularly retrains itself to make better predictions. It gets 90% of predictions right. We think that's pretty good. So good, in fact, that when we ran Predictive NPS for Liberty Global, we increased retention by 34%. Just think about that. How much would you save if we enabled you to rescue 1/3 of your customers who are about to walk? Think about how much bigger your business would be if we told you which of your customers exactly are in dire need of rescuing. Which of them are ripe for an upsell that fits so well their needs that you don't need any talking. Or if you knew who your super promoters were so you could get them working for you as advocates. Got you thinking? Predictive NPS by GEMSEEK, the pulse of the customer in real time.
Ahora vamos a tener una pausa de 15 minutos donde se puede chatear con mensajería instantánea con cualquier participante y también tendréis la oportunidad de chatear con algunos de los fundadores de las startups que hemos visto. Así que nos vemos en 15 minutos y espero que podáis participar y disfrutar del chat.
Now we're going to Canada.
Ahora vamos a Canadá, vamos a conocer y aprender sobre realidad aumentada con Imagine AR de Vancouver. Es una plataforma que permite a las empresas de cualquier tamaño crear e implementar sus propias campañas de realidad aumentada sin programación o sin experiencia en programación ni en tecnología.
My name is Alan Paul Silverstein, CEO founder of Imagine AR. We are a mobile AR company focused on engagement and activation to consumers around the world. A little bit about our company. We are a publicly traded company on a number of exchanges, which is quite rare for a startup. We just recently took in $5 million Canadian financing. We are the only Microsoft Global Certified AR platform in the world. We have 7 published patents in North America, and we have offices around the world as well. If you look at our clients, we have focused in the area of sports, but also in consumer, which included Grubhub, Mall of America, and we're expanding into brands as well. Augmented reality, due to COVID and pandemic, has become the new way to engage consumers and sports fans around the world wherever they are. Even Apple believes AR will be bigger than the mobile phone. It's all about immersion, gamification, activation, then driving revenue. And because of our experience, we work very closely with our clients to give them the opportunity to leverage some of our experience to drive successful campaigns, whether it be locally or globally. This is a sample of using green screens, where we actually dropped this into a whole big area in Florida, 1.5 million homes, and people woke up in the morning to have a dance party with the famous musician Flo Rida. And again, this is him on green screen, dropped into people's houses, looks real. So we allow people, because we're cloud-based, our clients can use any content they've created previously to create types of AR activation. And there are 2 types. One is marker, the other is location. Marker means I point the phone while running software at a logo, picture, a sign, or product packaging and activate it and deliver an AR activation. Or location, as it sounds, type an address or a GPS location, and within 60 seconds using our platform, we could deliver the AR activation natively and quickly around the world. Our platform gives you many different types of engagement opportunities, including creating your own scavenger hunts, interactive opportunities, store promotions, and includes a sweepstakes engine as well. When we engage consumers globally, we focus on a number of areas. One key area now, due to the pandemic, is second screen immersion. Pointing your phone at a logo, at a picture or sign on the screen to deliver a commercial, coupon, or a special promotion. With Grubhub, we delivered the largest web AR activation in history with over 10 million views and 160,000 web AR activations using just camera without an app successfully last month. Also, we can activate product packaging and in-store retail end caps as well. Gamification is key to engage the new generation and people who are out there to drive revenue. We give you the ability to create scavenger hunts at locations in cities around the world, but also internally at malls, at retail stores, and also using simple QR codes can activate an AR game as well for consumers to enjoy, and when successful, be redirected to a landing page. Expanding your audience is about gamification and immersion experience. AR is a perfect way to do it. Everything that's seen and done through our mobile app and through our programs is automatically integrated into social media and can be posted instantly into Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, anywhere. Why Imagine AR? It's low cost, it's instant, it's organic. Brands can get this story out right into the hands of consumers wherever they are. Full media, social integration. We allow you to drive loyalty, engagement opportunities, and you own the data, and we work with you to ensure successful campaigns around the world. Thank you for your time.
From Vancouver, now we go to
De Vancouver nos vamos a Lisboa ahora para conocer a LOQR, que es una plataforma integral que permite a los bancos y otros sectores altamente regulados facilitar la incorporación de clientes y otras interacciones complicadas con los clientes.
Hello, my name is Ricardo and I'm CEO and founder of LOQR. LOQR is the leading digital identity platform for traditional banks. Our vision, Empower Digital Lives, is aimed in helping normal person, end users or consumers to basically interact with their banks in a completely digital way. For banks, we bring the best of two worlds. We allow an increase of business by providing them a real digital channel where they can interact with end users or consumers. At the same time, we provide them with a cost reduction solution because they are allowed to do in the digital world or bring to the digital world a lot of different processes that are not so cost-effective process on the physical world. So everything that we do at LOQR is focused on three digital journeys. So we talk journeys. And these three digital journeys are a lot around remote account opening, customer data update, or account recovery. So for these journeys, we always need to verify the identity of the end user interacting with the bank. So we do everything on these journeys. So for example, if we want to have a remote account opening solution on your bank website, from the moment the end user clicks open bank account until the moment the bank account is actually created and he receives the IBAN in his email address, we take care of everything. So we do all the web pages, all the landing pages, all the contact certification, all the KYC, all the video interviews, all the document analysis, all the anti-money laundering process, all the digital contract signing, defining usernames and defining passwords for own banking access, creating credit cards or debit cards. So everything can be done on the LOQR platform, kind of like outsourcing the entire digital journey for customer bank, for remote account opening, customer data update, or account access recovery. So we are very focused on customer experience. So we want the journeys to be as good as possible. So we have very high success rates. We believe so much in what we are doing that we are kind of a success fee partner for our customers. So all our customers are banks, and we only charge them if the journeys are well succeeded. So if a user starts to open a remote account with a bank, if he succeeds on that, so if he finishes to open that remote account, we will charge for it. If he does not finish, or if he somehow abandons the journey in the middle, we will not charge for that. So that's what we do at LOQR. That's what makes us different, having everything in one single place. So a bank can have like a one-stop shop for creating digital journeys, secure, private, compliant with all regulations in different European countries. And this is why we believe we are the best solution for solving these consumer experience cases or delivering these digital journeys for the end users. Thank you.
Moving on, our next company.
Seguimos adelante y nuestra siguiente startup es SATISFI LABS de Nueva York. Utiliza motores de respuesta interactivos para contar con la participación de los clientes con datos a tiempo real.
Hi, DEC. Thank you for the opportunity to present today. My name is Don White, CEO and co-founder of SATISFI LABS. We want to tackle a difficult problem, which is that destinations and experiences really have a hard time making their data information both accessible and actionable in order to create better customer experience that's difficult to measure, as well as drive new revenue for their current and repeat customers. See, these customers change constantly, event to event. It's very hard to understand their true wants and needs. And they will want to buy something, whether it be a reservation, a food item, or a ticket. It means that it's something that we need to understand so we can centralize it and provide one utility for them. These types of places have a lot of things that we can do in the customer journey management side of the business. So we use conversational AI to influence their decisions, which is as simply as putting the right information in their hands at the right time, maximizing staff. With ratios that exist in many of these locations, it's difficult for every touch point to be human, and then collect new data. When people talk to a bot or a virtual assistant, they do reveal their true intentions. When we started the company back in 2016, we had a simple idea that it would take many mini AI assistants in order to accomplish a big goal. Something like a baseball stadium in the US meant that you had tremendous volume of customers all wanting different things. So we've taken a unique approach to AI. We've built many little assistants that run around with expertise and know exactly what to do and how to operate. In this client example, there's actually 3 teams that operate, one on the guest experience side, one on the commerce side, and one in engagement. But they all work together as they're connected by our core product, the answer engine. Each assistant has its own role, its own KPI. Very similar to how you would look at an employee, you can value what each assistant is doing and what they bring to the table. If you look at F&B, it knows everything about food and beverage that's available, including what's not available and what interests might be outside the location itself. If you drill down a bit deeper, you see it can distribute info, provide purchase discovery, and demand side intelligence means we know what the customer wants, even if it's not available. You could see some of the statistics there about beer brands at some of the popular live events recently, as well as what types of food and beverage people are actually looking for. If you're a CPG, there's branding opportunities for all of these products. So if we take the F&B example again, there might be a certain brand that wants to be prevalent and identified as a preferred idea. This concept starts to grow. So now that you're managing the entire customer journey, whether it be voice on the left with Google or SMS on the right with Apple, it could also be done on your website or any other digital touch point. Provides us, again, the information not just about their specific food preference, but what about health and safety concerns? And then what other insights can we drive to our customers based on preferences around things like electronic currencies, which are a rage right now, or certain ways to provide premium service like in-seat delivery. Each assistant has its own KPI. Tampa Bucks have the ability to look at their game day staff ratio improvement based on this one. Wicked has sold tickets, has a 7x ROI and gets a higher price per ticket than others, as well as the Riverbanks Zoo and Garden Facility Assistant. So now they're improving the deflection capabilities of the system, reducing the need for human input, as well as helping thousands of customers. We're prevalent across the US in sports, entertainment, and tourism, and each of these assistants that live in these locations are now being broken out to help other customer experience focused companies, whether it be in the services industry, consulting, hospitality, or any CPG. We're backed by some tremendous brands, including Google, Red Light Management, one of the top agencies in music, Techstars, the 49ers in Major League Baseball, Vinnick Sports Group out of Tampa Bay, Broadway Eye, a consortium of Hamilton, Schubert, Niederlander, Jujamson, and Broadway across America, and finally, Stadia Ventures. Thank you for your consideration, and hopefully look forward to working with some of you in the future. Have a great day.
Now we go back to Lisbon.
Ahora volvemos a Lisboa para ver una startup sorprendente que se llama SENSEI. SENSEI empodera a lo que son las tiendas del futuro para que podamos operar sin caja ni dinero en efectivo a través de una visión por ordenador y algoritmos de inteligencia artificial que podría decirse que es la tecnología Go de Amazon disponible para todo el mundo.
We believe that retail can be much better, simpler and more efficient. Let me introduce myself. I'm Diana, CRO at SENSEI. I've worked my entire career in tech, helping companies tailor their go-to-market strategy and scale globally. This is what I bring to SENSEI as we help retailers create autonomous stores. You may not all be retailers, but you're all shoppers. So you already know about how retail is today. You go into a shop, find your products. Sometimes you realize the store doesn't have them and you're annoyed, they're out of stock. You put them in a cart, you stand in a line, you take them out of the cart, you pay, you put them back in the cart, and you leave. So let me share with you our vision of the future of retail. At SENSEI, we believe in enabling a simple, frictionless, and private shopping experience. So there are no queues, no scanning, no pulling in and out of baskets, just a world in which you can grab whatever you want, decide, choose, and leave. We also believe in helping retailers improve their in-store operations, making informed decisions and growing their business based on anonymized, real shopping data and trends. It's about keeping in the essence of the in-store experience for shoppers while giving the power and the insights from the data that is digitally collected and available in the digital online retail space to the retailer. Our solution frees up the staff to be able to interact with customers and add value to the customer experience. We are the first company to launch an autonomous store that is open to the public in Europe, together with a retail partner. In fact, we just did it today. So how do we do it? We fit stores with a network of ceiling cameras. These cameras track customers coming into the store and anonymize them. We use computer vision to recognize the products. When a customer picks up a product from a shelf, the product is added to a digital basket. If the customer puts the product back in the shelf, in any shelf, then the product is removed from this digital basket. Once the customer is ready, they can just walk out of the store and they are charged and receive the receipt on their mobile app. The technology is discreet, almost invisible, 100% anonymous. Data privacy is at the heart of our tech. Our network covers multiple viewing angles, and together with sensor fusion, AI models, and prediction, we are close to 100% accurate. So how do we do all this? Well, we have a best-in-class team of over 35 data scientists, computer vision experts, software engineers who have been working over the past 4 years on this project. They are supported by the most extensive datasets in retail and have built a strong intellectual property. We have won numerous awards and which recognize our innovation. But we are not only techies, we are entrepreneurs. We also have experience in retail and scaling unicorn startups. In fact, over the past 4 years, we have been partnering with some of Europe's largest retailers. First with Metro and with Sonai to ensure we build a solution that actually caters to this industry. And we have recently closed a €5 million pre-seed round backed by Seadia and Iberis. Although we are the first tech company to open a store with a retailer in Europe, we are far from being alone in this space. Amazon has over 30 Go stores in the world, most of them rolled out this past year. There are some American and Israeli startups who have also signed agreements with retailers in this space and are launching demo stores. Not real stores yet, because they're not open to the public. And some retailers themselves are thinking about venturing into this space. So why us? Well, as I explained earlier, we have a kick-ass team who has got us this far. We have done it with a fraction of the funding compared to our competitors. We are the only ones who are truly looking at this problem from a customer-first perspective, which of course translates into things like no need for gateways and a really seamless shopping experience instead of just focusing on the tech experience. We have a massive vision. We are already working on new formats, which we will be presenting to you over the next couple of months. So that's it for me. I'd really love the opportunity to invite you to our store to experience our solution and have a more in-depth conversation as to how we can collaborate to build the future of retail together. Thanks a lot.
Now we're gonna close.
Y ahora vamos a cerrar este bloque de startups con We Group, que vienen de Bélgica. Es una empresa de tecnología de seguros que ayuda a los agentes de seguros a hacer una conexión mejor con el grupo de clientes digitales que tiene gracias a Luis, un asistente virtual de 24 horas, 7 días a la semana.
Good afternoon from Belgium. My name is Arvid de Koster. I am co-founder and CEO of We Group, and at We Group, we help insurance distributors to better service their growing group of digital customers. Now, when we talk about insurance, we immediately see 3 major issues. First of all, a big problem with inefficiency, obviously leading to high overhead costs. Secondly, low customer satisfaction, because let's be honest, nobody wakes up in the morning and says, yes, today is my insurance day, right? And last but not least, a substandard use of data leading to the loss of a lot of opportunities. Now, when we are talking about these problems, we bring a solution thanks to Louise. And Louise is actually a 24/7 available virtual assistant that helps insurance intermediaries and distributors both in the front office and the back office of their business. That means that Louise, for example, will ask questions to your clients and based on that questions, link it to over 900 external data sets, making sure that we can tell everything there is to know about the need and the risk of your client. And obviously, we're going further because we are linking that again to the perfect insurance product or the perfect coverage packs that you would be able to offer. Now, obviously, we're not only doing that for new business, but also for follow-up business, because Louise will know all the things about your clients and therefore will be able to advise new opportunities or tell, okay, a risk has changed, so maybe we need to change the policy over here. So Louise will notify you of that, making sure that she, for one, generates more sales, secondly, increases efficiency, and thirdly, an optimal digital communication with your clients. And we do this for 3 types of clients. First of all, insurance intermediaries, secondly, service providers, and of course, insurance companies as well. Now, fortunately, I'm not doing this alone. I'm aided by an amazing complementary team of co-founders. Me, myself, I come from insurance, but we also have Remy, who is a corporate finance guy, who successfully sold a startup in the past, as well as Björn Velstaker, an academic background in computer science engineering, leading our tech team, and of course, an amazing team of today, 40 people that made sure that we had some real great accomplishments, like the fact that we actually closed deals with some of the biggest insurance companies and insurance businesses in the world, generating only in the past 2 years over 1 million of annual recurring revenue in 7 European countries. And that made sure that we were also able to raise a 4.5 million seed round in total, and we will soon be raising our 10 million Series A round. And now, to finish this off, I want to actually address all the insurance carriers, all the insurance intermediaries in this room, because I clearly showed you that we know what the problem is. I clearly showed you that we have the solution. The only question that I can ask you now is, are you next? Thank you.
Bueno, ahora que hemos visto a las startups, es el momento de que podáis votar. Vamos a tener 2 minutos para votar a la startup favorita y al final vamos a tener otros 10 minutos para charlar con el chat, con algunos de los fundadores si queréis y a otros, con otros asistentes del evento. Y después pues tendremos los premios para los 2 ganadores, el premio del público y el premio a la mejor startup después, y nos vemos después en 10 minutos. Gracias.
Thank you for
Gracias por permanecer con nosotros. Estamos casi a punto de terminar. Me gustaría compartir con vosotros que habéis votado a SENSEI como la ganadora del premio del público. Diría que estoy de acuerdo con vosotros porque es una empresa fascinante, pero creo que deberíamos preguntar a Pedro Cella porque les conoce bastante y que pueda compartir con nosotros algunos pensamientos de lo que él piensa que son los puntos fundamentales de SENSEI. Pedro. Gracias, Jorge. Sí, pienso que SENSEI es una empresa fantástica. Sabemos todos que el comercio minorista digital va a crecer y que ha crecido ya en un 80%. Es una oportunidad fantástica para todo este tipo de empresas y SENSEI tiene una solución fantástica de poder ir a una tienda sin tener que acudir físicamente y salir incluso sin ningún tipo de pago en efectivo porque se hace de manera automática, no hay dinero en efectivo, no hay colas de ninguna manera, simplemente es una experiencia de acudir a una tienda y estar sin ningún problema. Han analizado muchísimos datos sobre los clientes, han utilizado un montón de casos de estudios y de analíticas y creo que han hecho un trabajo importante y han creado una solución alternativa muy interesante. Si tenéis la oportunidad, podéis hablar con los fundadores y yo desde aquí les doy las gracias a ella y a todo el equipo y la verdad es que no me sorprende este premio para esta empresa tan fantástica. Pedro, gracias. Gracias por compartir este conocimiento profundo con nosotros de las startups y ahora quiero deciros que vamos a dar esta insignia, este reconocimiento de este premio para que SENSEI tenga esta insignia y la pueda compartir en sus comunicaciones de ventas o de lo que ellos necesiten. Ahora vamos a pasar al premio del jurado. Antes de deciros qué es lo que ha decidido el jurado, me gustaría enfatizar algunos de los puntos fuertes de esta empresa, a ver si adivináis quién es, incluso a través de los miembros del jurado. Quizá Amanda o alguien nos pueda compartir algunos de los puntos fuertes del ganador. Sí. Hola a todo el mundo. Lo que me gustaría decir de esta solución es que no solamente permite saber cuál es el peer adecuado para el cliente, sino que también permite reconocer a aquellos empleados que mejor entienden y gestionan las emociones del cliente. Las empresas de esta manera pueden identificar y empoderar esta relación de los empleados con los clientes y tener beneficios de doble vía, de dos maneras. Amanda, gracias. Creo que las personas ya saben más o menos de quién estamos hablando, pero quizá alguien del jurado, Borja, quizá pueda compartir algunos comentarios sobre el ganador. Gracias, Jorge. Quiero dar las gracias al ganador porque han dado una solución relevante para cualquier servicio de cliente o call center. También por cómo se han focalizado en dar input e información sobre la comunicación con el cliente para mejorar la interacción con el servicio de atención al cliente, incluso mejorar los ingresos y hacer que la experiencia de cliente sea mucho más fluida. Yo creo que hay un gran futuro para la empresa porque esta tecnología utiliza posibilidades remotas para las experiencias digitales del futuro, ya sea en el sector de la hospitalidad, de los restaurantes, de los hospitales, etcétera. Ya he dado algunas pistas, pero creo que es un gran ganador y estamos esperando realmente participar e involucrarnos más con ellos. Gracias, Borja. Como todos creo que ya sabéis, el ganador de este concurso internacional de startups es Behavioral Signal. Behavioral Signal de Los Ángeles es el ganador. Enhorabuena, es una pena que son las 2 de la mañana ahora mismo en Los Ángeles, pero de alguna manera nos pondremos en contacto con ellos porque estamos esperando conocer el equipo de Behavioral Signal en Madrid, en España, en octubre, en nuestro siguiente congreso internacional. Cualquier empresa que quiera saber más de ellos puede organizar una reunión con Behavioral Signal. Y bueno, simplemente dar las gracias a todos los que habéis estado aquí, al equipo que lo ha organizado de DEC y a Panoramics Venture, a María, a Amanda, a todo el jurado, a Borja, a Pedro, y espero que hayáis disfrutado de este evento. No olvidéis que este es el primer congreso, el primer concurso de startups internacionales de experiencia del cliente y que podéis hacer todo tipo de contactos y networking que queráis. Recordad que los vídeos de las empresas se van a colgar en el canal de YouTube, en el canal de DEC en YouTube, y espero realmente poder veros también en la siguiente edición. Muchísimas gracias y cuidaros todos.